are back with Silent Hill. Probably an infinitely better game. I still have some whiskey left, so I'm just gonna finish that off. So it'll make Silent Hill way more entertaining, right? Oh man, that's not smooth at all, though. This is where I find out, like, okay, never mind. I'll say this is where I find out something silly, like my my controller isn't working, but it is. It's working fine. No Garfield Sky? Nah. I'm gonna try to play it on my own and see if it runs better. Or maybe it just, I don't know, maybe they need to update it. I don't want to write it off completely just yet. I think we can get some entertainment out of it. I just think it's one of those games where we don't necessarily have to worry about getting the whole story, right? So it might appear on stream again. It might not. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna be playing it on my own. Maybe a pre-recorded video will come out of it. Who knows? Sky's the limit. Actually, no, because it's a space game. I could have made a space pun. There are more games that I can play that I've been wanting to play. That if I'm gonna play them, I can play those instead. However, I think tomorrow, I don't want to say definitely because I don't always stream on Wednesdays. However, if I do end up streaming tomorrow, I'll probably just play more Persona 3 because don't want to forget about that. We still have to finish that game, but I definitely want to play Spider-Man. Funny, someone mentioned Dark Souls earlier because I've been replaying the original and it's a blast. It is by far the best Souls game in my opinion, and I don't mean that as in like we're gonna include Elden Ring and Sekiro and Bloodborne and all those games. I mean literally of just like Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3. Like I think the first Dark Souls is the best one. It's just my opinion, of course, but I think the other games, at least the later games, like the later Dark Souls games, leave a lot to be desired. But I don't know. And then Demon Souls isn't necessarily bad. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to go through. So fucking true. Dark Souls 3 is kind of mid. It is kind of mid. It's not a bad game. It's just not as good as the first game. That's really about it. That's like any complaint I have about like later Dark Souls games, like after the first ones, aren't even necessarily that they're like bad games, right? It's just that they're not as good as the first game. It's just it's like almost like a curve, except it doesn't actually like peak at the same points, if that makes sense. So I'd say like Dark Souls 1 is like the peak, right? And then there's Dark Souls 2, which is probably the worst Dark Souls game. And then Dark Souls 3 is better, but it doesn't reach the same heights as the first game. And I feel Demon Souls, I don't know if it's necessarily fair to compare it to Dark Souls, even though Dark Souls is very clearly a spiritual successor. Because it is kind of different. It's more like of a level-based game. It doesn't have like that kind of... I might catch some heat for this, right? Because it's a kind of a wacky opinion. But to me, I think Dark Souls has like a very slight Metroidvania element in the way that everything's interconnected, but you have specific areas you need to go to. I don't know. The best Dark Souls is Armored Core 6. That's not really even like a Dark Souls style game. The way my friend described it to me, because he's played it, he said it's not a Dark Souls game, It doesn't play like a Dark Souls game until you get to a boss, then it's like a Dark Souls boss. But, speaking of Armored Core 6, I do have to play the other FromSoft game. I should probably play some more Metal Wolf Chaos at some point. I think they should make a Metal Wolf Chaos 2. I'm just saying. I think that would be a cool game. But yeah, if you're curious or if you want to know, I did get Armored Core 6. A little bit of a spoiler there. I was going to surprise everyone with it. I did buy it. You're right, it plays nothing like Soulsborne and it keeps filtering the filthy Elden Ring bandwagons. I don't know, I even had that much whiskey and I already can't read. But man, I'm saying a lot. Sorry. Yeah, I plan on playing Armored Core 6. Maybe I'll play it sometime over the week if I am not too dead tired after work or something. So many streamers refunded it after the tutorial boss. It can't be that hard, can it? I know I heard it's like a journalist filter and like if you're bad at video games, like you won't be able to beat it, but like it can't. Wait, why am I over here? I'm stupid. It can't be that bad. Can it? I don't know. Maybe I'll play Armored Core 6 tomorrow instead of Persona. Who knows? I don't want to get back on the trend of ignoring Persona 3, but I do want to play Armored Core 6 because I bought it like a week ago and I haven't played it yet, so. From Software games are hard if you're stupid. I mean, hey, listen. I'm pretty stupid. But I've played plenty of From Software games. I can't say I've finished plenty of From Software games, but I wouldn't say it's not necessarily because they're bad. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no, I have to go from the school, don't I? Ooh, lovely. Honestly, like I stopped playing Elden Ring. Not necessarily because the game was hard, but I didn't really know where I was going. And I can't say that like the game was fun enough for me to care. Like the game was pretty fun. I enjoyed it when I played it, but then like I took a break from it. And when I came back, I was just like, I don't know, I was kind of bored of it, so I never finished the game. I got pretty close to the end, but I just didn't really care anymore. So I think there's plenty of Elden Ring videos and streams on the channel, like on the YouTube channel. If you ever feel like looking at what it was like for me to play it, but I can't really even say that they're good streams or videos. Because I just kind of lost interest in the game. Which like when I first started playing the game, it was really cool, right? And I was like having a lot of fun with it. But as I played more of it, where the fuck? Hold on. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the house. I'm like, where the fuck? Hold on. As I played more of it, I just kind of I think it overstayed its welcome. You know, you get to like, because yeah, I didn't even play the game like completely when like on stream or on video. Like I would do plenty of stuff like just playing it by myself, right? Because there was a lot going on. I think I have like somewhere between like 80 and 100 hours. Actually, I can check it right now. Right? How much time do I have in Elden Ring? Right? Elden Ring. It's not even installed anymore. I have 72.8 hours logged in Elden Ring on Steam. Right? And I never finished the game. Right? Now, I don't know. Like, I spent like 90 something hours on Persona 5, like the original when I first beat that, right? When I first beat SMT4 Apocalypse, that was like 120 hours, right? But those games kept my interest. By the time I made it to like 70 hours of Elden Ring, I just, like, I had enough. I was like, eh. So I don't know. And like, I have way more time logged in Dark Souls 1, but like, that's like repeat playthroughs, right? It held my interest way more, to the point where I wanted to play it over and over again, right? I don't know. I think Elden Ring, literally, I never thought I'd make this complaint, right? Because when I was younger, and I couldn't really afford games all that often, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, a game's value is based on like how much time you get out of it, right? So if you can get like, you know, say 60 hours out of a game, you spent $60 on it, you got $1 an hour, like that's pretty good, right? But like, I don't know, I feel like maybe as I get older and I have less time to play games because of work and other things that I need to do, I'm not particularly concerned with how long a game is or how long it lasts. I just want to have like a lot of fun, right? How the fuck do I get to the church? And it's, if a game's really fun and I get a lot of time out of it, like, that's perfect. Persona games fucking love wasting your time, though. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I enjoyed Persona 5 a lot. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'm having a lot of like boring moments with like Persona 3. I don't think that's a problem necessarily with Persona games in general. I think Persona 3 is just kind of like in a weird spot where it was the first game in the series to like follow the formula that it made. So it's kind of not as good. I think Persona 5 is a lot of fun. Gameplay wise, I have my complaints about the story not being as good, but yeah, I think, I don't know, I really like Persona 5 as a game, and I know that might be that might not be the cool contrarian, you know, SMT Mega 10 fan, right, opinion to have, but the truth is, you know, Persona 3 is what got me into Megami Tensei, and if Persona didn't exist, I would have never probably ended up playing Megami Tensei. At least not as early as I did. So, I have to give it the respect. Persona 4 has a lot of moments where characters just repeat the same information to one another for like 10 minutes straight. I will say the opening to Persona 4 takes way fucking longer than it needs to. It's like 2 hours. And if I had to like criticize Persona 5 for anything, is how long the fucking tutorial of the game is, and then when you play on New Game Plus, there is no ability to like repeat or to skip the tutorial, especially since like the tutorial is like baked into like the character dialogue, and that's really fucking annoying. I don't like when games do that, and it just makes me wish because, you know, once you get into the swing of things with Persona 5, it's a very kind of like fast-paced game as far as like JRPGs go. That's why I kind of like you know, mainline, you know, Megami Tensei games, because they just they don't really explain anything to you. Like, at least they don't over-explain things. It's very brief, and I think more games should do that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I know a lot of people like to be elitist. about you know, Persona games not being good, because I guess they get more attention, but I don't know. I think they have their place. And I'm still a little sad Soul Hackers 2 kind of failed to be the third pillar of the Megami Tensei franchise that I think Atlas was trying to make it into, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't really fun. I like the characters, I like the visuals. The story kind of sucks though. Not the story doesn't really suck. The gameplay sucks, that's for sure. The story was okay. You ever play any of the Nihon Falcom JRPGs like Trails in the Sky? No, but I've heard the Trails games are really good, and I just I don't know if it's one of those things where I need to like go and start at like the earliest iteration of the series and all that stuff.
Were you ringing that bell?
I've been expecting you. It was foretold by gyromancy.
A classic line.
What are you talking about?
I knew you'd come. You want the girl, right?
The girl? You're talking about Cheryl.
Was foretold by gyromancy.
I see everything.
I like how sinister they make her.
You know something. Tell me.
Stay back. Nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random. You must follow the path.
You know what gyromancy is, right? It's
concealed by flowers.
What? What are you talking about?
God,
Here, the flowers, a cage of peace.
I know it's something to do with like.
It can break through.
Isn't it like you like
darkness,
spinning rocks or something like that? Like it's something weird.
Counteract the wrath of the underworld.
Or spinning something.
These will help you.
Spinning totems, I guess. I don't know. It's a.
Make haste to the hospital.
It's a way of like
it's
scrying information. I know that much. Like
Wait! Don't go yet.
I don't have any good examples of scrying, but I have like an idea of what gyromancy is. There's the flowers. I know I have to like pay attention to the game to you walk around in a circle until you get dizzy. It's supposed to induce an altered state of consciousness. Okay, so I had the spinning part right. I just didn't think it was that stupid. Okay. Guys, we can do gyromancy live on air right now. Now, if you see a thread on X about gyromancy in the next few days, don't worry, that was me. Unless one of you guys beat me to it. But you better not. I'm gonna go out in my backyard. I'm just gonna start spinning in circles. Or I guess walk around in a circle. Not spinning. It's different, right? The whole time I'll induce my trance-like state. Summoning succuboos with gyromancy. God, I don't know how many of you actually browse X. I don't think anyone but me does. I think every other poster on that board is a bot or a glowy. But I guess I gotta go to the drawbridge. Where's that? But yeah, I don't know. I've peeked into Suck Gen before, which, if you don't know, Suck Gen is the succubus general, but they call it the spirit love general. And there are so many like thirsty boys in that thread going like, "Whoa, how do I summon a male succubus? Whoa, I need femboy succubus." And it's like, my brother. I can't even say my brother in Christ, because this is hella hella demonic, but that's just an incubus. Like, why do you sound like one of those guys that reviews Marvel movies and he has a wall of Funkos behind him while he wears his square cut rim glasses while his handlebar bear hangs fresh on his chin? That's called an incubus, you fucking retard, not you streamer. Yeah, I know. Well, I've seen some people go, "Oh my god, I need a femboy incubus. How do I get a femboy incubus?" And I'm like, my fucking god, like, just here's a real crazy dark demonic ritual you can perform right now. You go on your app store of your choice, the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, doesn't matter what it is, right? And you download fucking Grindr, okay? And then you just find a guy who wants to have sex with you. Okay? If you're looking for gay sex, you do not need to summon a demon. You can just download Grindr. It is that easy. If you don't want to try Grindr, I think, I don't know, Tinder might have options for if you're looking for anything like that. I don't know. I've never used Tinder. I know Grindr is the choice for homosexual relations, so that's why I suggested that. It has literally never been easier to find a one-night stand in human fucking history. Yeah, you don't even have to go to the gay bar anymore, right? If you're scared of the gay bar, like, you can just download an app. I've heard some scary stories from Grindr though, so I don't know, maybe you don't want to go there. Though, to be fair, I heard a story where a guy, like, what was it? He met this, like, sketchy guy at, like, this rundown fucking, like, apartment complex, right? And the dude has like a dirty mattress on the floor, and he's like, we're gonna have sex, right? You know, whatever. And then he's like, hey, you want to try some heroin? Like, and then the dude like gets high on smack, has sex with this guy who he doesn't even know, right? And then he's like, guys, I think I made a mistake. Was that a dumb thing to do? And everyone's like, Jesus Christ, why did you do that? like I think it was on Reddit or something. Like, everyone's like, my God, you have made poor life choices. What's going on? Why does that sound like the Jeffrey Dahmer stories? It does, doesn't it? Like, that's so scary. All right, hold on. Someone wrote an occult literature for gay sex. Gather the medium of light, phone. Inscribe one of the many runes of fellowship on the medium's catalog. Download a dating app on your phone and begin communicating with succubi, incubi of your choice. This is unironically what occult literature is. It's all code. Well, yeah, because occult is hidden, right? So, like, yeah, like, you don't need an incubus if you want to have sex with a femboy, right? You can just download an app. Hell, I think there's like meetup subreddits if you want to go to Reddit and do it, right? Though a lot of it might just be like erotic roleplay, so like, I don't know. There's no need for incubus. Speaking of incubus, I know someone mentioned the band Incubus, which, you know, is a pretty famous band. But did you know that the Incubus is the final boss of this game and 2 of the endings? So it all comes back together. But yeah, so I don't know. Reddit stories be like, I met a cute guy yesterday who invited me to his apartment. He dug a hole in my head and poured acid in the hole. Did I fuck up? Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for getting mad that he poured acid in an open wound on my head? And Reddit's like, you are the asshole. I didn't realize you were, you had such, internalized homophobia. King Solomon forged a pact with the demons to ensure they never speak or be seen by man. The internet circumvents this binding pact and is why the West has fallen. Akira's just banging away on the trash can lids, Saint Anger style. I'm telling you, I need to get better at guitar because I want to make music, you know, but more importantly, I want to make covers. And one of those covers needs to be a Metallica song, so I can give you guys the worst Metallica style, ooh yeah! And, you know, you guys can enjoy that. I am learning how to play Undone. You know, the sweater song. I would like to maybe have that down pat sooner rather than later, but I don't know. I don't have very flexible fingies, so I'm also trying to like train my muscles in my hand and all the tendons and all that stuff to have a little bit more finger independence. It's a little tricky. The last boss is an Incubus famous song by Incubus titled Drive, plays as you fight him. It's true, my cousin beat the game a week ago. Something Drive 2011. I have the opening riff to Undone absolutely stuck in my head because I keep practicing that. I can't, I don't know, I fuck up when I need to move my fingers to make the same shape but on different parts of the fretboard. It's a little funny, and I know it's just like a practice thing, but it's sometimes like I end up muting strings on accident and it's a little embarrassing. I wish, I don't know, it's just, again, it's something you have to practice. I wish I was a little bit more dexterous, but my right hand is kind of fucked up. When I feel bad about my finger movements in guitar, I just play the ukulele for a while to practice that. And, you know, I was at Guitar Center about a week ago. I was say the other day, but it was like a week ago. And they had ukuleles. I didn't know if I wanted to like buy a ukulele while I was there. It seemed kind of basic. But yeah, no, my right hand is like kind of fucked up. So I don't know how to explain it. Oh, I think we have a cutscene coming up. I don't want to talk over it. I think I'll try to maybe find a picture of it to like really demonstrate it.
Hold it.
Oh my god, this guy's just fucking...
Stop. Don't shoot.
What are you, gonna record
Wait,
a YouTuber
I'm not here
apology
to fight.
video? I don't really have anything to apologize
My name
for.
is Harry Mason. I'm in town on vacation.
I'll record an apology
Thank God,
video
another human being.
if it means YouTube will
Do you
take
work
away
here?
my community warning.
I'm Dr. Michael Kaufman.
Alright, I'll
I work at
hydrate.
this hospital.
So maybe you can tell me what's going on.
I really can't say. I was taking a nap in the staff room. When I woke up, it was like this. Everyone seems to have disappeared. And it's snowing out, this time of year. Something's gone seriously wrong.
Seriously wrong.
Did you see those monsters?
I did see those monsters.
Have you ever seen such aberrations?
No.
Ever even heard of such things?
No.
You and I both know creatures like that don't exist.
You ever notice how similar the two of them
Yeah.
look? I mean,
Have you seen a little girl
It's-
anywhere? I'm looking for my
it
daughter.
was the PS1. They didn't
She's
have a lot
only
of
7.
ways.
Short, black hair.
She's missing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you almost fucking iced
But with
me.
all those monsters around,
That
I
is
highly
not by
doubt that
accident?
she's-
Is it not by accident? Do you have the deep lore?
Sorry.
Why do
I
they
didn't
look
mean to
similar?
alarm you. Your wife, she's here with you?
No, she's dead.
She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter.
I see. I'm sorry.
He still almost iced me.
Well, I'd better be going.
You ever
I
seen
can't
a
just
David
sit
Lynch
around
film?
here doing nothing.
So long. Good luck out there.
Not that I can remember. Is it like a weird Lynchian type of. She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter. Do not care. Put that in vent next time. Ain't that the truth? I feel bad though, because I know that I should just play what I have more, because you know, it's the responsible thing to do, right? And all that stuff, and you know, it'll save me money. But I have to be honest, I really want to get a Stratocaster. I don't want to get back to the guitar talk, but I just really would think a Stratocaster would be cool to own. There was an eBay listing for like a made in Japan like Strat, a Fender one too. It was like a pretty decent price. I think it was like $4.99. And I was like, man, I kind of want to get this, but I don't really want to spend the money on that. But Squire has these like 40th anniversary ones that look really nice, and I'm thinking if I can still find one, maybe at the end of the year, maybe I'll get that, because I just love the sound of Strats. The 3 single coil pickups sound really like bright, and I have my Yamaha. I have a Yamaha Pacifica. And it doesn't have that same kind of bright tone. I don't know. This is where I fuck up, because I can't hear it right now, right? But gotta. I can't even really like do it right now. It's just, was it Mason? Get over your dead wife. We got to do more dark and darker runs. I played some earlier today with my friend. I always get nervous about the idea of streaming with him, because we get a little gamery. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I like the doors are twice the size of Henry. Makes them look 5'2". Right, we got. Yeah, no, see, it's fucked up. Oh, that's why I did it wrong. We want this, that's why. There we go. Anyway, here's Undone. So yeah, you're gay. Xbox. The Strat. I wish that was a Strat. That's the Pacifica. I want a blue Strat. Because I fucking love that. Everyone loves that clip. I have to be more shitty at playing the song though. I'm not saying I was particularly good, but I have to be really bad, right? I don't even think he was playing that song in like the right key. Also, that was like Enter Sandman, which now we can combine the two topics, right? Weezer has a cover of Enter Sandman that was on some sort of like compilation album. It was like a bunch of artists did like Sandman. Not Sandman, Metallica covers, and they just happened to do a cover of Enter Sandman for it. And at the end of the solo for Enter Sandman, they put in the Buddy Holly lick, and I didn't know I needed that in my life. It sounds really fucking cool. But yeah, like I said, I want a blue Strat, and it's really because of Rivers Cuomo. He's kind of it's kind of a bad thing. I've been listening to more of his like solo work too, like the Alone tapes, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that just he worked on by himself and never became like official like Weezer stuff. And there's like this one track that's I think from the Alone tapes for the Everything Will Be Alright in the End era, and it's like I think it's called The Rules of Life, and there's like 36 fucking versions of this song, or at least 36. One of them is called like the Hitler version because it just mentions like Adolf Hitler, which I couldn't even tell you why. I mean that got taken out. I think that was version 36. But it makes me laugh when you think about how there was, what is it? Is it 2001? They had the Osaka incident where Rivers was a little bit of a gamer at Osaka. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that clip. My goal in life, I want to see the video of it. I've only ever heard the audio. But oh god, maybe I could just play it for you guys. I don't know. It got taken off of YouTube before, so I'm a little scared. But I think if I hide it in a Silent Hill Let's Play, I think we'll be fine, right? It's really hard to type when I have this microphone like in front of me. I don't know why. I kind of think I need to get a condenser. Oh, okay, 2002. Yeah, Rivers Cuomo had his gamer moment.
What's going on? Yankee. Yeah! Heil Hitler, motherfucker. What?
Who would you save in a trolley problem situation, Trent or Rivers? Oh my god, you're gonna make me choose? That's great. Oh, it's absolutely great. What the fuck? I love Weezer now? I'm telling you. Weezer's fucking awesome. I don't know. They're like, I know they get clowned on a lot, right? But I don't know, they're really fucking good. They have, yeah, like not all of the albums are great. I think what is it, like everything between like, I want to say I'm trying to remember if the Red album came out, like when that came out. But I always get Weezer and Ween mixed up in my head. Yeah, Weezer, they did not have music that appeared in the SpongeBob movie, but they were on Yo Gabba Gabba. I can't wait for Trent Reznor to appear on Bluey. But yeah, I can't remember when the Red album came out, but I think I'd say probably everything after the Green album is pretty hit or miss. I think Blue, Pinkerton, and Green, they're all like great albums. And then you get into like the hit or miss territory up until, I want to say, I don't know if OK Human or Van Weezer came out first. I think everything up to the Teal album, I'll say it can be like hit or miss. Between like after Green and before Teal, there's some albums are not that great, and then some albums have like some good songs and some not good songs. They kind of vary a lot. Because they had a period where they went like very pop in their sound. And that, I don't know, that's not really that cool. I think Bluey is Aussie, so theoretically a King Gizzard cameo is not impossible. Wouldn't that be something fucking special? I saw a guy the other day with a King Gizzard t-shirt. And I was just like, holy shit, like guy. Like, awesome shirt, right? Like King Gizzy all the way. I don't think he was very pleased with me calling them King Gizzy though. I'm like what the fuck, man? Like, how? I honestly didn't even know that Bluey was Australian. I just know that it's a popular show with kids. Wasn't there some kids show that had like a secret vine shroom in it? If it's Bluey, I'm gonna like pop a lid. I don't know, if you have a problem with King Gizzy, then I don't know. I think you're a little pretentious. You might have a stick lodged up your rectum. Like, do you really want me to say King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard all the time? It was fucking Bluey? Holy fucking shit. Is Bluey actually based? Wait, hold on. How the fuck? Okay, I just can't go up those stairs. Oh, hold on. No, how do I... What am I supposed to do here then? There's no real, like, actual, like, idea of where I need to go, is there? What if I just leave? Is there anything out here? Outside? I should search the hospital. Okay. I knew it was a kid's show. So... They had like they had like multiple Vine sauce things in there, I'm pretty sure. There was also a dog that looked like Joel. Yeah. I knew there was another Vine sauce reference. Did I miss something? Oh, there's a hospital basement map. Yes. Okay. Just wait until they have limes. And then we need Jabroni Mike, right? Just the whole, you know, I don't think he's like technically a Vine sauce streamer, but you know, I guess like Rev is. I've never watched. I think I watched Rev for like 20 minutes once because it was like a Vine sauce is hope stream. You know what ending you're going for? I'd like to get the good plus ending. I think the last time I played, I got the regular good ending. So I still fought the incubator. I've actually never fought the incubus in this game. It's too dark to look at the map. Oh, I missed the generator room. Okay. I know good plus requires like you have to get like optional items, and you need to save both Sybil and Dr. Kaufman. And I think I only saved Dr. Kaufman because I know towards the end of the game I missed like a really important map and I had no idea where I was going. So I just kind of sprinted around and somehow made it to the end of the game. What if I go to the second floor and then maybe I can take the stairs down? Did I say Kaufman or Kaufman? How's it even pronounced? I don't even know. Kaufman. Kaufy. Oh, it's locked. Alright, I can't go there. Green tea. Kaufy. I allowed? Why is the lock jammed everywhere? How am I supposed to get anywhere? How am I supposed to get anywhere? It's the elevator. This doesn't do me any good. I can't. Can't. By the way, the name Kaufman means merchant, which is significant. Is it? How would you say so? No spoilers? Ah, okay. I don't really remember the actual like events of this game too much. I think it's because I've only ever played it once before. I've played 3 like twice. Maybe this is a little basic, but I've definitely played Silent Hill 2 the most. I think I've played that game about 4 times, maybe 5. Silent Hill 4 is another one I've only played once. I played that for the first time on stream, which I know I've mentioned it quite a bit. I think I'm still of the opinion that Silent Hill 4 has probably been one of the best streams, like one of the best stream series I've ever done. I'd say, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I fell off if I can only name like some pretty old streams. I say old, they're like a year old, but like System Shock 2, Silent Hill 4, I think are definitely like 2 of like my favorite games that I've streamed. So the lock is jammed. Tato has fallen? I don't know if I've fallen. Like, I hate to say that. I think I've had some recent streams that are really good. Oh, there's a 4th floor I just completely missed. I really liked playing System Shock 1. Like, well, the remake of System Shock, I should say. I think that was a great stream. Hi-Fi Rush stream was a blast. Hundreds must unsubscribe. Hi-Fi Rush was fucking great. I loved Hi-Fi Rush. I think it was a blast up until I was doing like the post-game stuff, honestly. That's my only complaint with Hi-Fi Rush, is the post-game content wasn't really worth the effort for what you got. God, I'm trying to think of like what games have I played in like 2023, right? I played Hi-Fi Rush. I played System Shock Remake. I've been continuing to play Persona 3. I played Amnesia the Bunker, Amnesia the Dark Descent. I really liked the Bunker too. I think the Bunker was a great stream. There's like a whole block of time that I just cannot remember. It's like kind of scary. Huh. I don't know. I'm struggling right now. Does anyone remember what games I've played this year? What is this? Birdcage. It's empty. I played all the FNAF games. That was like a big deal. I definitely think the FNAF arc was a lot of fun. That's like a personal thing though. It's because I really like FNAF. If you don't like FNAF, then you probably didn't enjoy that as much as I did. There was Alan Wake, Yume Nikki, Pizza Tower. Oh yeah, Alan Wake was. I think Alan Wake was all right. I'm a little disappointed with my memory of Alan Wake. Is a lot more fun than plain Alan Wake was. I think Pizza Tower was one of those games where it started off really fun and then I stopped having fun. Yume Nikki was fun though. I really like Yume Nikki. Maybe, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if fun is the right word. But it was definitely an experience and I enjoyed it. I can say that much. I have like an urge to play like a collectathon style game though. I don't know why. I have like a... I really want to play like Banjo-Kazooie. And I wish there was a way that I could like reliably play it. Just haven't played the DLC though. Some shit goes down. Yeah, I should play the DLC soon. Maybe we'll play the DLC once we're done with Silent Hill. All right, we'll because I mean Harry Mason is also a writer, right? So it's like a perfect lead-in to go back to Alan Wake. I've also been meaning, I don't know, like we have plenty of games I want to play. I still want to play the Spider-Man games, the new ones, the Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I want to play those games because I know Spider-Man 2 is coming out. I'm watching another streamer play Banjo-Kazooie. It's a good time. I fucking love Banjo-Kazooie. It's one of those games where like I was too dumb as a kid to like really know how to like play it. So I think coming back and like actually like having a brain will probably make the game like a lot more fun. But I was also kind of thinking that like I wanted to play a Hat in Time, and I never played the Yakuza Metro DLC, so it might be cool to check that out too. I feel like there was some recent event with A Hat in Time that like made people like upset with it, and I don't really remember what it was though. So it can't be anything like important or a big deal. So I don't really like think I care. A Hat in Time is really fun. I enjoyed that game. It was one of those games though where I remember seeing the initial like Kickstarter for it, and the art style was really reminiscent of Wind Waker. And that's what got me really excited for the game. And then when the game actually came out, it had its own art style, which it's probably better, but there was a little part of me that was disappointed that it didn't look like Wind Waker 2. Speaking of games that look like Wind Waker though, I watched this video a while back about like an MMO. I think it was called like Wiki, that was supposed to be made, and it had like a very Legend of Zelda Wind Waker art style. And I'm like, boy, am I sure glad that I'm sure glad that like I didn't hear about this when I was younger, because if I had known about it, I would have been so fucking disappointed that it never came out. And now I'm just kind of like, oh man, that would have been cool. I would have played that. A Hat in Time had a trans flag Easter egg. Oh, that's what made people mad? Okay. Yeah. So it was something dumb that like is nothing to care about. Cool. Like God, like it's like an Easter egg too. It's not even like something that's like obvious. So like why would you like I don't know. It's like a dumb... I think that's a dumb thing to get mad about. Regardless of your stance, which I feel like... I don't know. I don't want to get into this issue again, because I might have a little bit more of a... I don't know. I don't know what... I don't want to paint anyone as in like a misrepresentative or negative light, but I feel like my stance on the issue is probably much more I want to say forgiving than maybe some people in the chat, so I don't want to get people mad. But I don't know how to put it, right? I think you can't have this avatar and this voice and say that's a bad thing. We'll put it that way, right? The Grim Reapers list: 35, Lydia Findley; 60, Trevor F. White; 18, Albert Lords; 45, Roberta T. Morgan; 38, Edward C. Briggs. Oh my god. Stand your ground. Is that a Zippo? What's on the table? Oh, I think that's just part of the table. Okay. That's totally a Zippo. That reminds me of, God, there's this game I have on Steam called Akamanto. And, like one of your light sources in the game, maybe it's your only light source, I really don't remember, is like a lighter, and it's like a Zippo, and that's not really the important thing. The important thing is I was playing that, I installed it on my laptop. I was at my friend's, I guess my friend's house. We were in college. He lived in one of the townhouses on campus, and it was like a 3-level building. All of his roommates were like gone, so it was like me, my one friend who lived there, and then our other friend. We watched some Godzilla movies, and then we were just hanging out. We were all doing like kind of our own thing on laptops. And I know there's like this thing on the screen, but I don't want to like interrupt the story, so I'm just gonna tell the story real quick. And so, like, I think 2 of us were playing games. One of our other friends, he was like working on music or something. And I was like, oh, I have this game Akamanto. Like, I'm gonna check it out. And, you know, I was like, it's like supposed to be like a scary game. So everyone kind of crowded around the screen and we were watching it. They were watching, I was playing it. And I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. It's kind of like a Slender style game, if I remember correctly. We have to like find objects or whatever, and you get chased by the scary thing. But it was one of those games where like, so when you get chased, Akamanto like screams at you. That's kind of like your warning that he's chasing you. And it is such like a loud, ear-splitting scream that like normally I play games with my headphones on, but because I was playing like with my friends and they were watching me, like we were like crowded around in the kitchen, like on the countertop, and yeah, I had the volume up like a little bit, but it wasn't like too high. So, you know, this thing screams at me for the first time, and all of us like, we fucking scream like back essentially, because it was like so like shocking and startling. Like it was like a jump scare without like the jump, right? It was just a scream, and we're just like, Jesus fucking Christ, right? Like I've never had a game like surprise me so bad. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky 4-leaf clover, violets in the garden, dandelions on a path, unavoidable sleeping time, liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Okay, that got dark. What Is this a hint for a puzzle? Oh, do I have like a memos tab on my equipment command map? There's no memos. So what the hell am I? Okay, hold on. Let me commit this to memory, I guess. Clouds flowing over a hill, sky on a sunny day, tangerines that are bitter, lucky four-leaf clover, violets in the garden, violet evergarden, dandelions along a path, unavoidable sleeping time, liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. That's it. Okay. I don't know what that could mean. If that's like for a puzzle, that's some fucking esoteric shit. I feel like I've scared chat off. Oh, okay. There are 4 square indentations on the door. Okay. I have 2. I have... turtle and cat. Where do I want to place it? Fuck if I know. Four square indentations. Okay, so turtle is blue. Can't set the plate here. Oh, fuck. What's gonna be the weirdness behind this one? If that poem somehow is the hint, I'm gonna be absolutely confused. Lock's jammed. Well, that's fine. What the fuck? Oh, hi! That's not gonna work, is it? The poem is indeed the clue for that puzzle. Alright, well, I'm confused now. Okay. I have a lighter. No. Blood pack? Oh, alright, I feed it the blood. The plate of Hatter. I think you only have 2 plates though. Yeah, there's 4? I would assume 4. Maybe it's gonna be 8. I don't know. I think it said there's 4 indentations. 3 now. Yeah. Let's go back down to the first floor. There's 4. Okay. Alright, let me. It's the second floor. Oh, this is the first floor. Okay. Let's check the bathrooms. Oh, it's jammed. Oh! Back off! I never took the Hippocratic Oath. I'm not a doctor. Why do you keep redeeming your taxes, chat member? I know it's only 5. I should raise the price of that if you're going to keep buying it. You're going to be the one to raise taxes. Do you just... I forgot. Is there like a cooldown for that? Did Taxman always cometh? Do you just wait for the cooldown? It's locked. The sound is heard beyond the door. Oh, this is actually important. If you don't pay attention. Who you calling a Hippocratic, huh? Yeah, 5-minute cooldown. Do you just wait for every 5 minutes? I should just make that like a 24-hour thing, so you can only do it like once per stream or something. Like, I guess 12 would be enough, really. I don't really ever stream 12 hours apart. Maybe I don't know if I can get the days off in October for an anniversary stream. I don't think I have it in me to do a 24-hour stream, but maybe I can do a pretty long stream. If anyone is interested. But I gotta pay the tax man or else he will take my stuff. Well, that's what Saul Goodman told Jesse Pinkman, right? You have to pay your taxes, right? You don't want to think, you don't want the IRS thinking you're a tax evader. That's bad. I think if we did like a lawn stream, we could do one of my streamers is 1.5 months into a donation, a donathon right now. I would love to do like a donathon, right? Like raise money for some charity or something. But I just don't think I have the audience for it. I don't know, maybe one day. I think you need to be able to pull like a lot of people in to like have like a successful donathon. I guess like any donations are good, right? I don't know. I just feel like when you have a maybe this is kind of weird, right? When you have like a small, like more intimate like stream. I say intimate, that's kind of weird, but you know what I mean. When you have like a small stream with not a lot of chat members, it feels like more weird, like asking them to like send money in, even if it's for like charity. Like I can make the joke where, you know, I shake the change jar and say give me money, but like at the end of the day, like I don't really actually expect any of you to give me money, you know. I feel like when you have like a large group of people, there are, I think it's somehow in like when you have like, this is like, I guess when you have way more people who can make a big difference if they each collectively do a little bit, you know, I think that's like one thing, right? Like if you can get 100 people to spend $1, right? Then you have $100 for charity, and that's pretty cool. I don't know, but when you have like right now, I have 7 people, right? If you want to make $100 from 7 people, that's a lot more. You have to be a lot more, like you have to ask for a lot more, right? So that's why I'm like, I don't know. Hopefully one day we can get there, right? And we can all maybe make a nice difference for a charity of our cause. I have a big soft spot for stuff like St. Jude's or like Child's Play. I think those are some nice. I don't think you can ever get mad at a charity who is, or like an organization looking to make the lives of sick children easier. I think you'd have to be a pretty bad person to get mad at that. I know there's like some controversy with like, that being said, donations don't necessarily have to be for charity. Man's gotta eat. That is true. However, I feel more comfortable asking for donations on the behalf of charity than I am for asking for myself. Because I you know, I work a job, right? I make my money. Granted, yes, it'd be nice to have more money, especially if it was money I could put towards the stream, right? Because I can't always spend my own money on the stream, right? So definitely if I made money to put towards the stream, it would make the stream better, right? But again, I feel weird asking for money, especially for myself, right? If I wouldn't say, hey, you know, I'm doing a dono thing on my Twitch, you can donate through Twitch to send money directly to charity, right? And we can do a good thing. I'm a lot more comfortable asking people for money for that. Because I don't think anybody has a problem with helping a good cause. Now, yes, if anyone ever wants to send me money, I will always be grateful for it, but just know that you don't have to do that, right? It's not required to enjoy the stream. I'll find ways to play the games that I want to play. We might not get them on, you know, if there's a hot new game to play, you might not get the, you might not get to see a stream of them right away. But I think it's fine, because there's plenty of games out there that I can play that fit into my niche, right? But I think having like a cool, like I said, I don't think I could do a 24-hour stream. But I think I could do maybe like a 12-hour stream, right? And I think it'd be pretty cool to have. I don't want to do like a 12-hour otato sack. That's like crazy people talk, right? But like, you know, if I could do like a nice like 2 or 3 hour otato sack, like knowing like that is like a good chunk of time off, like, you know, a long stream. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. I know there's a streamer I watch. I might have talked about this before. Astral Spiff. He does like speedrun stuff for like a lot of mascot horror type games. He's mainly like a FNAF YouTuber or streamer or whatever. I think he's playing like Hollow Knight right now. He played like Rain World and stuff like that. But he started like a sort of like a speedrun category to play like all the FNAF games in like one sitting. And I think that would be a cool thing to try, because I don't think a lot of people have done that. And like I'm not like good enough at like I think the FNAF games to like actually like do them all in like 12 hours like him and like Daco have done. But I don't know. It'd be a fun thing to try. I'd have to like practice it. And like that includes like the VR game, and streaming VR is not something I've ever tried, and it sounds like it could be a nightmare. You wouldn't be able to see me if I was streaming VR because I don't have like the necessary things to track that, unfortunately. If we have to break character for a moment. But one of the things, there are madmen who do speedruns of all the Soulsborne games in one sitting. I have seen that. I saw a guy speedrun the Fallout anthology in one sitting. And granted, that's not like a lot of games, but like, you know, he played, what is it, Fallout 1 and 2, Brotherhood of Steel. I think he skipped, okay, well there were 2 games, right? There was Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel, right? And then I think there was like a PS2 like third-person shooter that was also called Brotherhood of Steel. He played Fallout Tactics. I don't think he played the PS2 game. And then he played 3 and New Vegas, because I know 4 hadn't come out yet. That was a pretty cool stream to see. I loved for a while there I would watch people do Dark Souls speedruns where they like do like you know, glitched speedruns, so they do like a lot of like sequence breaking or skips and stuff like that. Yes, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel and Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel are 2 different games, not confusing at all. We'll just say there's a reason why Interplay doesn't exist anymore, right? They probably weren't exactly the greatest at naming games. Like, I knew that there was a PS2 game. I forgot what it was called, and I'm like, I think it's called Brotherhood of Steel. And yeah, it is. Why would they do that? Again, they weren't exactly the best company. Still kind of makes me sad that like Fallout Online never happened. I know Interplay was supposed to like take care of that, but maybe they were fucking it up, and that's why Bethesda had, or ZeniMax, right? I guess whoever like actually owns it. I know a lot of people say like Bethesda, like ZeniMax doesn't exist, but I don't know. Maybe they were in the right to kind of put the kibosh on that once nothing was happening with it. I don't know. I can't really say. Is that the right way to use that? Put the kibosh? I don't know. I just like the sound of it. Okay. Is that even a real phrase? Put the kibosh? I feel like I've heard that before somewhere. Maybe it's like it's a New York thing, right? Did I do it? No. Fuck. Okay, how am I gonna... Okay. Clouds flowing over a hill. Sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky four-leaf clover. Violets in the garden. Dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time. Liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on, wait a minute, hold it, you dummy. Oh, I have to remove them one at a time. Okay, hold on. Kibosh, to decisively end or reject. Okay, there we go. Put on the kibosh, right? That's totally a real word, phrase then. Is that like a Yiddish phrase? I feel like living in New York, I pick up a lot of like Yiddish like speaking. Also helped that like, you know, I just always kind of grew up with that. Same thing with like agita. I think agita is a Yiddish one. I don't know. I've heard people say it was like a Italian, but I don't know. I've always thought agita was like a Jewish term. That's one hypothesis. The etymology is uncertain. Ah, okay. So clouds flowing over a hill. Okay, I think this is going to be like clockwise. We're going to pay attention to the colors, right? Sky on a sunny day. The tangerines that are bitter. Lucky four-leaf clover. Violets in the garden. Dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time. Liquid flowing from... So if it ends on liquid, that means we want the red, right? Is it gonna be... Alright, so hold on. Let's say clockwise, right? Okay, let me just get like notepad out. Alright, let me like write this down. Alright, so we want... That's paint, not... Okay. Where's notepad? There's notepad. We got... Clouds. I gotta type around my whiskey glass and my microphone. This is lovely. Clouds flowing over a hill. Okay. Sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter. Lucky four-leaf clover. Violets in the garden. Dandelions along a path. Unavoidable sleeping time. And then liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. Okay. I think I have the theory down pat. Okay, so we're gonna start on the gray, that means. So clouds on a sunny day. Clouds flowing over a hill. And then sky on a sunny day. Tangerines that are bitter, like kind of the orange. Okay. Lucky 4-leaf clover. That's gonna be the green. Violets in the garden. That's the purple. I think that's white, not gray. It's whatever. It's clouds, right? Unavoidable sleeping time. Dandelions along the path. Right, and then we want the red, right? Yeah, there we go. Easy. That wasn't that cryptic. Easy clap. Yeah, once I actually like thought about it. The names of the plates have nothing to do with the puzzle. You just like notice, right? Like, wait a minute, the colors totally line up. And then it's just a matter of like, okay, it starts with 1, right? So then you have to, you know, just have to figure out the pattern, and it's clockwise, which is the easiest pattern ever. Bloober team's gonna find a way to fuck this up. Also, the names of the plates were all Alice in Wonderland references. Oh yeah, Queen, Hatter. Makes sense. I should probably use a health drink. This game doesn't give you the little cross in the corner to know when you're like really low on health, like Silent Hill 2 does. So I'm always way more... Oh god. Way more worried about how much health I have in this game. Oh, this is not good. Oh! What I really need is the axe. The Alice in Wonderland reference is actually because if you think about it, right? Cheryl is kind of like Alice, and Silent Hill is a wonderland of sorts. I'm pulling this completely out of my ass, by the way. But, I don't know. Whatever you do, do not tweet this at Masahiro Ito. He will get very upset with you because he's had too many idiots tweet stupid things at him. I feel so bad for him. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Let's use the med kit. I feel like I'm not being like careful at all. They're both stories about delving into one's subconscious mind. It's true. Basement storeroom key. Cool. They also both center around young girls. But actually, could you say, is Cheryl Alice, or is it I'm gonna probably get her name wrong, or pronounce it wrong. Alessa? Disinfecting alcohol. I'm gonna set something on fire with that in the lighter, aren't I? You wanna square up? Call me SpongeBob the way I'm ready to square down. Yes, Alessa, okay. I can't remember if it was like Alessa or like Alessia or something. Elisa. Eliza. Elsa. Elsa Gate. Elsa Spider-Man. Oh my god. Speaking of Spider-Man. I've been seeing like a resurgence of Spider-Man stuff lately. Like, I don't know, like I see like a lot of people like wearing like Spider-Man like merch. Alessa in Horrorland. So I should play the Alice game sometime, shouldn't I? I forgot. Can you get I feel like I've heard somewhere that the first Alice game that American McGee made, I guess it'd just be American McGee's Alice. Is that included in Madness Returns? I feel like I should save. The Alice games are sick. I have Madness Returns. I don't think I've ever played it. But I really like the art style of it. Also, I remember when I was I don't know if I should say this. But I remember when I was like younger. I must have been like 14 or something like that. I'm trying to remember how I think I was like in high school. But I remember thinking that the game looked really cool. And I really liked the like art style and character designs and all that stuff. And I remember buying the game, and then I just like I bought the game like much later. Like because you know, I thought it was cool in high school. Like I remember seeing it come out, and I watched Yahtzee's review of it, and I was like, oh, that game looks neat, I should play it. And then I don't think I ever actually like, you know, even bothered to try to buy it. Because, you know, when you're like a kid like that, you don't really like have money too often. And, you know, there were other games that caught my attention that I ended up buying later. And I remember, yeah, getting the game on sale, and then I just, like, I don't know. I never played it. So, probably a good time to, like, pull that one out of the backlog. I'd say, though, if we had to go by, like, if games just stopped releasing one day, like tomorrow, right? Someone was like, that's it. Video games are over. We're not making any more video games forever, right? There was a save station somewhere around here, and I don't remember where it was. But I kind of really want to save. God dang. I don't think they're not marked on the map in this game. But yeah, if video games just were like, we're not making, that's it, video games are over, right? No more. If I just went by games that I own on Steam, like I could probably I would have more games to stream than I would know what to do with still. So I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of games to play. I don't know if I'll like all of them, But yeah, they're like, I own games that I never intended to buy because of like humble bundles. Back when they used to do like really good ones, right? You'd be like, oh man, they have like this bundle of games for like 15, 20 bucks. And I'm only really interested in like one or two of them, right? But I can get like 10 games, you know? That's how I got Mad Max. There's a Steam guide for how to access the first Alice game in Madness Returns. It's a bit of a mess because of the publishers. That kind of reminds me of how like you can technically play Time Splitters in one of the Homefront games, but it's like kind of incomplete and kind of a mess. Which sucks because I think it was Time Splitters 2. I fucking love Time Splitters 2. I would love to be able to like buy Time Splitters 2 and like Time Splitters Future Perfect like as like a remaster or something. So I fucking love those games and I want to play them so badly. I'd love to see like a native PC version. I don't think there's like, I think they were on PS2, so like maybe I could like, you know, play them on my totally real and legit PS2, right? But I would love to be able to just play it natively on PC. I played the Xbox versions as a kid, so but I remember the zombie level in Time Splitters Future Perfect with I think it was called the Mansion of Madness. That level like really scared me as a kid. You can play Time Splitters 2 in 4K inside of Homefront the Revolution. Yeah, I know you can do that, but it's not complete. It doesn't have all the levels, and some of it's kind of janky and broken. I feel like there should be more in here, and there isn't. There are some empty bottles. I just got ammo? There's no way. There's no way that was it. Norway? I don't know why this just reminded me. Because I guess I really like this track and the soundtrack. But I wanted to mention in the church, the track that plays there, Clawfinger, is probably pretty up there on the songs that I like in this game. I know Not Tomorrow is like probably one of the big ones for a lot of people, and I think for like good reason. I think actually, I guess we'll find out, but I'm pretty sure that Theme of Laura shares a lot of or shares a motif with Not Tomorrow, which I always really appreciate how Akira Yamaoka uses or reuses motifs within different songs throughout the series. I know, like, during the BRB, I played Waiting for You, and that has a piece of Theme of Laura in it too. The do 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 do, you know, that piece, which I don't know, I fucking love that shit. And obviously, like, Hometown in Silent Hill 3 is just a big massive throwback to the main theme of this game. And yeah, like you say, Theme of Laura has a bit of the Silent Hill 1 main theme with the mandolin. Oh god, where do I go now? Alright, let me just check. What do I have in my inventory? I have the Flaros, which disinfectant. I have a lighter. So I gotta do something with those. What the fuck I'm gonna do? So What do I need to open the examination room? I think it's just a key, right? Ditto for the studio version of I Want Love from Silent Hill 3, one of my favorites. Oh, does that have the mandolin in it too? But yes, I think I listened to the original version of, or you know, like the in-game version of I Want Love more than the studio version. But I think sometimes I expect to hear lines that were in the studio version in the regular one, and I always get surprised when they're not there. Oh, cool. There's a health drink in the vending machine? Oh my god. Okay, I have to have missed something. Why would I have to, like, do so much to get a key for a room that has, like, nothing in it? I got some ammo, like that was it. I also really like, there's some great unused tracks that were included in the 2011 music box set. There's, God, some of my favorite tracks from the Silent Hill 4 soundtrack, like, were never used. Like, I fucking love Remodeling. I think it's such a cool song, and it's, like, such a shame that it never, like, got used. I think Traversing the Portals of Reality is another one. Oh, you gotta push the cabinet, that's why. Yeah, I think Traversing the Portals of Reality is another one that, like, never got used. Nothing special. Oh, those are great. Ain't that great? There's like a hallway under the grate. Can't move since the vines. Okay, this is where we turn the vines into sauce. I'm sorry. Can we cut that out of the VOD? No, we can't. I was thinking earlier today when I was uploading the first part of this to YouTube as a VOD. I was like, man, has there been a series that I've so grossly played out of order as I have with the Silent Hill series? I think the first one I played on the channel was 4, which was about a year ago. I think a little bit over a year ago. And then, you know, for October, I was like, well, I gotta play Silent Hill 2 because that's my favorite one, right? And now I'm playing this, which means that next I have to play 3, which is fine, because you should play 1 and 3, at least, like, in order. Doesn't really matter about, like, 2 and 4 so much, because they're not connected. But you can't play 3 before 1, because that's just, like, 3 is a direct continuation of 1. There's no way to, like... Burning away deadwood to be able to move forward. Gee, I wonder what that means. If only we knew, right? We had to burn. Somebody burned. Isaac, we're gonna burn for what we did to you. You know, I still have to play the Dead Space remake, but I'm trying to think, should I play Dead Space 2 before I even touch the remake? Because, I mean, I played Dead Space in October as well. That was my Spooktober. Which I gotta get ready. I don't know, should I even bother doing like a Spooktober thing this year? I feel like I just play horror games anyway. I mean, I think... I don't know if Spooktober is gonna be as all-encompassing this year, right? You know what I mean? Like, where I only played horror games. I think, I could just keep more horror, like, you know, just have some horror games to play for October. But, I don't think I should interrupt the normal games as well. Because I think I also tried to fit too much in. Also, it was like a weird time. I think the Silent Hill 2 remake is about to be out by then. Oh, it's a perfect time to also play the Dead Space remake, I guess. Huh, wait a minute. You have to get a videotape in a basement to play in a TV that is on a higher floor? I think I've seen this happen before in a certain Gold Source mod that I can't seem to fucking escape. Fucking hack frauds. Seriously. Team Syscalar, you hack frauds. Oh, I was just really inspired by Silent Hill. No, you fucking copied it, you fuck. God. That's actually, I think it's really funny how when I was like a teenager again, I think I was like a sophomore or something, like 15 or something when it came out. You know, in case you didn't know, I was talking about Cry of Fear. All right, fucking Cry of Fear. All right, I was like 15 when that came out, and I thought it was a really cool game, and now I look back on it and I'm like, man, you know what? I think I fucking hate Cry of Fear. Oh my god. Ah, hack frauds. Everywhere. Alright, I can check the map. Third floor is where I want the video. You can clip that and send it to the devs if you want. Just who's this no-name VTuber disrespecting Cry of Fear, right? I don't fucking care. Doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. I only want it to get sent to them because I want the free publicity. I just want to, you know, the easiest way to get famous online is to start beef, right? So I'm gonna start some beef and get into YouTube drama, right? And then Keemstar can talk about it or something. I don't fucking know. Right? What is up, everyone? My name is Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Alright, something like that. Is that how he talks? I don't know. I've been watching, I think I mentioned this in a previous stream. I've been watching, fuck, what's his name now? I can't think of his name now. He's a YouTube guy who does videos that are quite long about. Is the LolCow podcast even still happening? I don't know about LolCow podcast. I didn't even know that was a podcast. The only podcast I know of that is ever even related to LolCows was Mad at the Internet with Boogie and Wings. Oh god, I had no idea they were doing that. Is the emphasis on cow? Keemstar was gonna set it up. Oh my god. God, now I'm like mad. I'm trying to like remember what this guy's name is. This guy I've been like watching on YouTube. Okay, so it's not Tom Dark. That's his second channel. Turkey Tom. There we go. I've been watching Turkey Tom. And I don't think that video fucking helped me at all. And I don't even know where I was going with this. Oh well. That's it. Alright, I've been watching Turkey Tom. Oh yeah. I'm talking about Keemstar, yes. Keemstar seems to be like an integral part of like every single like person's character arc online. I can't use the tape anymore. The VCR seems broken. Oh fuck. I don't know if that. The latest Turkey Tom video was made me want to exterminate the fucking human race. Oh god, which one is that now? Now I gotta look that one up. I don't think I've seen it. Let's see. Turkey Tom. You're probably gonna hear his channel trailer because I'm not so subscribed. The Giggly Goon Clown file. The what the what? What does that even mean? Goon. I'm worried about the word goon being in there. Is that is that's not like what I'm thinking it is, right? Is it? Does it have to do with like gooning? Are they gooners? Oh god, I'm scared. I mean, I had like the Ahego face like in the thumbnail, so it's a little worrying. Okay, so I play the tape. What the fuck did that do? Red Pyramid, hello? I don't normally say people's names in the chat, but hello, chat member. Welcome for the first time. It's a special kind of degenerate, interesting story, but proceed with caution. Well, I'll have to watch it maybe sometime after the stream. I'm guessing you might like Silent Hill there, chat member. I'm assuming by your name. I've been expecting you. It was foretold by Gyromancy. Oh, he said it! I just learned what, or relearned what Gyromancy is tonight because somebody told me about it. Have you seen that Red Pyramid thing? Bloober's marketing for the Silent Hill 2 remake. Be like, have you seen the Red Pyramid thing? Look, here he is. It's the Red Pyramid thing. You know, I criticize Konami and their usage of Pyramid Head a lot. And I'm like, man, you know, how dare they use Pyramid Head so much? And then I look around, I'm like, oh, there's my Pyramid Head figure. I have a Figma of Pyramid Head chilling out next to like a Jason action figure on like my shelf there. Oh, and on my other shelf, I have a Pyramid Head plushie. That is his actual name, Red Pyramid thing. Yeah, I know that's his actual name. That's in the credits. Trust me, the box for the Figma calls it Red Pyramid thing. I make a point when I talk about Silent Hill 2 to people. I say Red Pyramid thing. Just to seem like I'm like on that upper level, right? You know, that I'm just so above them, right? I'm on that hotness for Silent Hill 2. I think I have to go back down to the basement, the sub basement. All right, but yeah, I've got I got my Figma, I've got my Red Pyramid plushie, and then I've got the Red Pyramid Misty Day shadow box hanging up on my wall. So, you know, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, in case you haven't noticed. Welcome to the stream. Today's episode, Otato acknowledges their hypocrisy. But it's true, alright? I'm not gonna lie to you and pretend that I'm not a hypocrite. It's just okay when I do it. That's just... But Silent Hill 2 is like one of my favorite games ever, right? If I could cover my fucking room with like Demi-Fiend, I'd do that too. Because again, Nocturne is one of my favorite games of like all time. So like there's only so much like Demi-Fiend merch though, but it's okay though. Because I have like 3 Jack Frost plushies. So, I mean, you know. I have like a standard like regular Jack Frost. James Sunderland calling Pyramid Head that red pyramid thing in Silent Hill 2. I mean, that's what gave him his name, right? Pyramid Head, I think, is like a... I don't know where the name Pyramid Head, like, where that originates from. I don't know what's up with this room. I gotta hydrate. Let me hydrate. It's actually a good reminder because I've been talking and yelling a lot and... What? Like what? He has a pyramid for a head, duh. I mean, it's true. I mean, if you want to get like technical, right? It's not like a true pyramid shape. Nerd emoji. I don't know, maybe it kind of is. I've always thought of pyramids as like a perfect, like kind of symmetrical type thing. And his head is definitely not symmetrical. It's got that like big slope in the front.
What's this?
Oh yeah, okay, so I missed this room completely.
Looks like someone's been here.
I wonder who? Who could have been here? Alessa. Alessa. Dorito. Wow, are we talking about Bochi the Rock now? You gonna bring up Najika like that? Is Dorito like an actual like emote on Twitch? I've seen another chat member post Doritos. I thought that was like from a specific streamer. Did Doritos pay to have their chip be a N emote? I almost said A. But that's not proper English. I don't know how to grammar. It's a global emote. I almost call it an emoji, which I think would be like a sin. Alright, so I'm gonna just assume then Frito-Lay paid for a Dorito emote to exist on Twitch. So, I know I've talked about back on YouTube when I streamed on YouTube. I've talked about how I always kind of liked having the chat not show up in the video. Sorry, I had to yawn away from the microphone. But I always like not having the chat show up in the video. I think reading the chat does like enough. Also, it's not a very fast chat, so I don't want people, you know that I don't have a lot of chat members, right? But I don't know, is that like a thing we can like, is that a discussion we should revisit? Is now that I don't stream on YouTube, is it good to have the chat show up for the VOD? I guess this is more of a question for anyone who ends up watching this on YouTube. But I don't know. It's fine on Twitch. If you ever watch the VOD on Twitch, the chat will still be there, right? Oh, hi, Lisa. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Finally, someone else who's okay.
Who are you?
Remember,
My name's Lisa Garland.
it's very
What's
important
yours?
that Lisa shows up here.
Harry Mason.
Harry, tell me what's happening here. Where is everybody?
Hey, that's a good Nine Inch Nails song.
I must have gotten knocked out. When I came to, everyone was gone. It's awful.
So you don't know anything either. Great.
Oh man,
I just
Harry.
don't get it.
No chill.
It's like this is all some kind of bad dream.
Yeah, a living nightmare.
Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, 7 years old?
A 7-year-old girl. What, she's your daughter?
Yes.
A 7-year-old girl.
I love how stilted the dialogue is.
I can't say that I have. I was unconscious all this time.
Which is a quality
I'm
I think
sorry.
a lot of these games have. At least
That's all right.
the first 4 games, which is the only ones
Do
I
you know anything about all
acknowledge.
that weird stuff in the basement?
No?
No, Lisa,
Why?
that's just my
Is there
type.
something down
I
there?
would say Harry's on a fast track to Epstein
know?
Island, I swear to God.
Don't you work here?
Jesus, he's gotta stop
We're
asking
under
people about
strict
little
orders
girls.
Never to enter the basement storeroom. So I really don't know. What did you say was down there?
He should probably start with like, "Hey,
Well, it's...
I'm looking for my daughter," and then he just like describes her, right?
hit.
It's just like, "Hey, I'm
What's
looking for my
wrong?
daughter. She's like a 7-year-old girl, black hair,
Harry,
short,
Let me
like
help you.
little girl sized."
Harry?
It's like, "Have you seen a little girl?" It's like, bro, hold on, buddy. Do I need to call the cops?
Was I dreaming?
You were too late.
Oh my God. I thought I had a hot blonde.
It's
Now
you.
look, I got an old lady.
Yes, Dahlia Gillespie.
Gillespie. That's how you pronounce that.
Tell me everything you know. What's going on?
Darkness. The town is being devoured by darkness. Strength must overcome petty desire, childish sleep talk.
Ugh.
I knew this day would come.
Oh, I just finished my whiskey.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
I don't understand a word of this.
Oh God.
Believe the
That's awful.
evidence of your eyes.
Eh.
The other church in this town, that is your destination. This is beyond my abilities. Only you can stop it now. Have you not seen the crest marked on the ground all over town?
Oh my God.
So that's what I saw in the schoolyard. What does it mean?
It is the mark of Samael.
Oh my God, not Samael.
Don't let it be completed.
Hey, wait!
That's a demon, by the way. You know the Floros is also a demon, right? Oh God, my Lisa Garland can be my nurse anytime. All right, just a heads up, everyone. I'm not gonna earn any favors by saying this because I think the company would disagree with me greatly. All right, with what I'm about to say. So even though I'm about to mention a brand name, right? This is not an endorsement. Never buy Pendleton whiskey, okay? Don't. Never. Okay? Worst decision of my life. Maybe I've spoiled myself because the last time I've had whiskey was like Suntory Hibiki. It was really good. Really nice whiskey. But, oh my God, Pendleton fucking sucks. Alright? It's not even like I'm someone who drinks vodka straight, okay? I like vodka, okay? That shit is awful. It does not go down smooth at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh man. I think the problem is I need my alcohol to be made out of potatoes. Pendleton, the Adventure Time guy, makes whiskey. No wonder it's shit. Hey, I kind of like Adventure Time. Alright. I remember I really liked Raggedy Princess. I don't know what that says about me, but I thought she was really cute. Not like in a not in like a you know, a weird way. I just meant like I thought the design was cute. Kuntz Street. That's named. I think they're all named. I think all these streets are named after writers. I think I've just noticed. Is there a Sagan Street? I want to say Crichton Street, Simmons Street. Can I look? See, now I want to see the other ones. Where's the antique shop, right? That's where I want to go. Did I save? Where's the post office? I don't know. You want to go to the post office? You want to send some mail? That is... Ugh. My word just got caught in my throat there. Is that a skeleton pointing a gun emote? There's also Crichton Street. The streets of Silent Hill named after authors. Bachman Road is no exception. Okay, so it's not just this game that's like, you know, Harry Mason being a writer. So I have to double check if I saved. Reception, right? 332. Is that like I guess that's just hours, right? Like hours played. Yeah, okay. It's nice. Crichton? Oh. Richard Bachman was the early pen name of Stephen King. Richard Bachman is an alias of Stephen King. Chat has one brain. Alright, that's why I say chat is an entity that I converse with for the VODs, because you guys are a hive mind sometimes. I have a thumbnail for Silent Hill 2 where you know, Goodman Street is just a picture of Saul Goodman. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what writer that's supposed to be a reference to. I'm sorry. I'm not very literarily, is that a, I don't think that's a real word, but I'm not experienced with literature, right? My ass would get kicked out of the literature club. Michael Crichton, the writer of the Andromeda Strain and Jurassic Park. Stephen King wrote many books such as The Mist, The Shining, and its sequel, Doctor Sleep. Well, I know who Stephen King is. If you've played Alan Wake, you know who Stephen King is. I saw somebody, actually, this might have been a chat member who says that, you know, Stephen King is not very subtle. Oh no, Alan Wake is not very subtle with its inspiration from Stephen King, and that it fucking bludgeons you with it. I swear, every it's like every other sentence out of Alan Wake's mouth is like, Stephen King once said, Stephen King wrote, Stephen King this, Stephen King that. It's like a fucking obsession. Whoa, look at this guy. Is that a monkey? Corn is a cereal grain first domesticated by indigenous peoples in southern Mexico. Corn? Why? Heard of Alan Wake, but never played it. Alan Wake is a weird game because I really liked it when I was younger. And then I played through it recently on stream. And all I could think was, wow. I think I hate this game. I think the story of Alan Wake is fine. It's got good writing. You know. But, I don't know if I like the actual game part of the game anymore. It was really cool when it came out, and I think it just aged very poorly. I think that's kind of like the big deal. The military has way too many colonels. See, that's a joke that doesn't translate well when I say it out loud. Ugh. Colonel. I'm currently on Simmons Street. I'm trying to find the DARPA chief. I mean, the diaper chief. Snake. You big fucking baby. Mods. Crush his skull. You know, I have to get like a... Oh, is this the antique store? Was I supposed to be able to find this like on the map? Oh, you can kind of make out antique. I also have Metal Gear Solid, the original setup to play. I don't know if I have a lot of confidence in my ability to play that game well. Guess we'll save again, right? Might as well. This area was reused in Silent Hill 3, right? As part of like the nowhere at the end of the game. I'm pretty sure. There's a clock, nothing special. Then why does it have its own CG? None of this stuff is of any use. Bullshit. Trace on the floor that somebody moved the cabinet. Do you want to push it? My favorite line from Metal Gear Solid: looks like WarioWare won't be happening tonight, Snake. Oh wait, I read that in Snake's voice. Oh well.
What's this?
WarioWare? Oh my god. Oh!
Harry!
Shooter!
Sybil?
I'm glad you're okay. I shouldn't have left you. Things are worse than I thought.
What's that chant
It's nuts.
that Antifa loves?
What are you doing
Wow,
here?
fake
I thought
Vinny
you left
fan?
town.
I saw you go in here.
No, it was reused
so I
in Silent Hill
followed you.
Origins, though. That
I
place.
couldn't get out.
I haven't played Silent Hill
All the
Origins.
roads out of town are blocked. Cars have completely stopped running.
I like,
The phones and radios are still out too.
What
like
about my
the-
daughter?
I like
Did you see her?
the Japanese name for that one. Silent Hill
I did
Zero
see a
sounds way
girl.
cooler.
Was it Cheryl?
Ah, sorry. I had to
I
like
only caught a glimpse of her through the fog.
breathe through my nose for a second, but like it's
I
all
went after
clogged
her,
up. I
but
didn't
she
want to like
vanished.
sound like DSP in the
I don't
into
know
the
about your
microphone,
daughter,
right?
but-
Little snort action.
And
It's
you
very
just
congested
let her go?
right now.
Where was it?
On Bachman Road. She was heading towards the
Bachman.
lake.
Oh my god. How do I get to
Now,
Bachman
don't get
Road?
excited.
Oh.
It wasn't like she ran off exactly. There was no place for her to go. The road has been obliterated.
What? So then Cheryl...
It was like she was walking on thin air.
What the fuck?
Hmm?
What about you? Anything?
Yeah, I met this bizarre woman. Her name's Dahlia Gillespie. Do you know her?
Gillespie.
Dahlia
That's such. I don't know why
Gillespie?
that's so fun for me to say.
No. And?
She said something about the town being devoured by darkness.
Silent Hill Origins is known as Silent Hill Zero because it's a prequel
Gibberish
game.
like that.
Well, I mean, Origins was also
Any idea what
a
it
pretty
means?
clear hint. I know the story of Origins.
Darkness devouring the town.
I just I
Must
don't
be on
like
drugs.
any of the games that happened after 4.
They sell them to the tourists.
Must be drugs.
The Force
Jesus.
still can't figure out who's behind it. None of our leads have panned out. And the investigation is stalled.
What could drug trafficking have to do with all this?
Obviously, if they're trafficking drugs, they might be trafficking
I really
people.
don't know.
Human
Maybe that's
trafficking
the
is a very
darkness she was
lucrative
talking
business.
about.
It's one of the most
That's all I can think of.
biggest industries for international crime. Source, just trust me, bro.
What's this?
I don't know. I
Just
found
discovered it.
it.
Maybe there's something back there.
Let's have a look.
Why is this place so fucked up?
Wait. We don't know what's back there. I'd better check it out first.
I'm a cop. I should go.
Yeah, Henry. Or Harry.
No, I'm going.
Not Henry. Henry's in 4. The
All
events and
right.
origins take place before this
I'll
game.
cover you from here.
Yeah. That's why
Be careful.
I don't like a lot of the story
Anything looks
retcons
fishy,
that they
get
added
back here on the
with
double.
origins.
Okay.
I don't know. That,
Sybil,
I feel like the series lost a lot of its magic.
do you know anything about, well, like some other world? It's like some kind of bad dream.
Well, a lot of the stuff after
are you
Team
talking
Silent stopped working on it, right? The
I'm
original
not quite
team.
sure.
There's several
I
hints
try
that
to make
Dahlia
sense
is
of it,
actually
but
high
then
off
my
her
mind
tits on
goes
White
blank.
Claudia. Claudia?
Everything's dark there, and I hear sirens in the distance.
Like
I met this nurse, Lisa.
Claudia Wolf?
It's like I was there, but not really. It's all a blur, like some kind of hallucination, you know?
I have no idea.
I
what
forgot
you're
that
talking
White
about,
Claudia
Harry.
was a story. Yeah, I know that's what it's called. I forgot that was like
I was just
in the
wondering.
game.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Harry.
I think I'm going crazy, but never mind.
Yeah, maybe.
God, Harry's got the drip though. Isn't White Claudia an item you have to pick up in one of the games? Dahlia Gillespie is a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Well, now I just want a Happy Meal. I actually I got a Happy Meal like I think at the beginning of this year.
What's this?
Wow,
Some kind of
cool
altar.
painting. There's the White Chrism
Never
in
seen
Silent Hill
anything
2.
like this before. Maybe this is the other church.
But yeah, I had their apple juice, and I don't know what it was about Happy Meal apple juice. This is still like a clear memory, this is how bad it was. Okay, I have a terrible memory. All right, I can't remember what I did yesterday. Okay, just awful memory. Happy Meal apple juice is so bad that like I remember it clearly. Right, it's just the most awful fucking liquid slop. Looks like an altar. Wonder what they worship. Whatever the fuck that thing is. Like the worst apple juice I've ever had the displeasure of tasting. I don't know why I must go on this rant now, but like, I guess you mentioned Happy Meals. I have to. Ooh, an axe. Oh my god, it's the hand axe. Is it going to be as good as the one in Silent Hill 4? I bet not. There won't be any iframes. You can still move while you use it though, so that's pretty dope. So I just go back to Sybil and be like, yo, there's a freaky fucking altar back there. The lock is jammed. Oh, okay. Oh my god, I could spurg out for an hour on the symbolism here.
What the?
Too bad that hammer isn't Mjolnir. Well, it's not a hammer, it's a hatchet. Or an axe. Oh my god, it set itself on fire. That's the incubus
Harry?
though.
Are you okay?
No, there's a fire.
Harry?
Wait, how'd she get a second gun?
Harry?
She just carry 2 guns? Oh my god. Am I in the other world now? Have you looked at that video series I mentioned? I did look it up. I did not
Harry.
watch it, but
Lisa?
I was gonna
I'm in the
watch it,
hospital?
and then I started playing Dark and Darker.
You
I'm
were
talking about the
having a
weapon
bad
currently
dream.
equipped by Harry Mason. Yeah, it's an axe.
Was I? Hey, you don't look too good. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
It just looks like a hammer
Nothing
because
you
it's
need to worry
PlayStation.
about.
Well, if you're sure. Lisa, do you know a woman named Dahlia Gillespie?
Maybe best to keep it for
Oh,
after you
yeah,
beat
that
the game.
crazy
Well, I mean, hey,
Gillespie.
technically I've already beaten the game.
She's kind
Like
of
I said,
famous
I
around
I
here.
just don't have the best memory.
She never sees anybody, so I don't know that much about her. But I heard her kid died in a fire, and supposedly she's been crazy ever since.
In a fire?
Well, she says the town is being devoured by the darkness.
Like what just happened with the altar?
Do
Oh
you have
my
any idea what
god.
she's talking about?
The town devoured by the
Like I think I played
darkness.
this game for the first time like 3
Yes,
years
I
ago
think I
now.
do.
It's kind of a
Before
blur.
This place was turned into a resort. The townspeople here were on the quiet
I
side.
think you picked up the axe a moment ago and the
Everybody
hammer at the
followed some
hospital.
kind of queer
Oh,
religion.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's not I have the axe equipped now, not the
Black magic,
not the hammer.
that kind of thing. As young people moved away,
confused me.
people figured they'd been summoned by the gods. Evidently, things like that used to happen around here all the time. Before the resort, there really wasn't anything else out here.
Sorry, I'm a little
Everyone was so
tired.
flipped out. You gotta blame it on something.
Flipped out. Is that an
Then a
actual
lot of new
phrase people used to
came
say?
in and everybody clammed up about it.
A cult.
Last time I heard anything about it was, gosh, years ago. When several people connected with
Hammer.
developing
The hammer isn't
town
equipped. I equipped the
darkness.
axe. It's not currently equipped.
People said it was a curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up.
She's not from the Victorian era or anything. What?
Was that another dream? Did I pass out again?
I don't want to think so. You're asking about the phrase? Well, okay, yeah. I've never heard anyone say, like, flipped out before. I'm saying, was that a phrase people said in, like, the 90s? Or the 80s or whatever? Flipped out? Was that, like, in people's vernacular? Oh my god. Look at all these people. If it has a head for driving nails in, it's a hammer. But I'm not arguing about what a hammer is. I'm just arguing that I don't have it equipped anymore because I picked the axe up. It's not a hammer anymore. I'm holding the axe. I see now that you have the axe equipped. I think I forgot to grab the map around this time. That's alright. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to worry about apologizing. I was just like really confused for a moment. Oh, and it wasn't this area. Yeah, I think... Do I have to get the hunting rifle? Is that in this area or is it later? I think the hunting rifle might be after the worm, which you know, got a repeat appearance in 3. These are kind of like the monkeys in 4, sort of. I don't know. They remind me of them at least. I don't want to use my gun, but the translation may be a bit awkward for the next games. They got the translator from Metal Gear Solid 1. Oh, and Symphony of the Night. Yeah, I kind of like the wonky translations of Symphony of the Night, though. I don't know why. I think it's okay in that game. Never mind. It's kind of weird in, I think, Silent Hill because, you know, the game's being in America, like, it's so close to, like, my own culture, but it's, like, not because it's from a Japanese game developer, so it gets really fucking weird. Let's go to the police station. I bet I'll find something there. Oh, I can't go there. I can't go this way. Never mind. I guess we're gonna go to the town center. I think I'm saying the same guy did Symphony of the Night, Metal Gear Solid, and Silent Hill 2 to 4. Oh, okay. Well, the translation for Symphony of the Night could be a little wonky at times. My bad. I misunderstood. Bad dog. You know, ATF, I'm still waiting to hear back about that job application. I could never join the ATF. I don't know why I just noticed this, but the static comes from the enemies and not the radio. What could that mean? See, perfect timing. I'm such a pro gamer. And you could say like, oh no, the radio's reacting to the enemy. But like, you can kind of hear it directionally come from the enemy. Oh, hold on. I gotta get that pro gamer timing. If I can see. There we go. I think the idea was that the static gets louder when the enemies get closer. I think that's the idea. I'm just saying that like it's kind of weird because it's totally like you can hear it directionally coming from the enemy. I think that's just a moment of like the game mechanic being a little wonky compared to like, you know, the idea. Okay, well now I'm just confused. Do I go to public parking? That someone's car is still there. That's kind of interesting. It's probably just like a limitation of like the game engine. Like, how do we make it get louder? It's a miracle that they pulled off what they did. Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of their like, how do we make it get louder as the enemy gets closer? I don't know, have the sound come from the enemy, right? I mean, I don't know anything about how this game, you know, engine works or anything like that. Or how they made the game. So, like, it's kind of crazy when you think about, like, nowadays, right? So many games use, like, Unreal or Unity or, you know, whatever, like, I guess Source in some cases. Like, I think the biggest Source game that exists right now, ironically, is, like, Apex Legends. Maybe TF2, but I feel like TF2's dead to me. But, I guess Counter-Strike also exists. I forgot about CSGO for a moment, even though they're making, like, CS2, which is kind of dumb because it's just a CSGO update. But, yeah, there's such, like, a homogenization of like game engines. Like, I feel like games like on older consoles, like developers would get a like a dev kit and they would have to like just make the game. Like, I don't think there were a lot of like, I don't know when like game engines got like a popular thing where it's like, here's like something you can build your game on, right? For the consoles, right? It used to kind of be like you have to make the game for the console. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but like I feel like for a while it was like a lot more lower level programming, right? I feel like a game engine kind of takes care of the low level programming for you and you kind of build on top of that. I guess that's like the better way, you know, the smarter way to talk about it. I dropped out of, you know, my computer science major. I know a little bit. It's a double-edged sword. Square Enix made their own engine for Final Fantasy 15 and it massively delayed the game. Yeah. I'm not saying every developer has to make their own engines now. I think it was just more of like a... Isn't it kind of funny in a way, right? That like game engines like are kind of like the norm now. But like, and like, so there's like a lot of documentation about game engines because a lot of developers use them and they're open to like indie developers, right? And now like you don't really know much about how older games work unless you are able to like reverse engineer them, right? Because a lot of developers had to make like proprietary engines either for all of their games or on like a basis of for each game. So like it's not as easy to like figure out how the game works, right? When a game is made with like Unity or Unreal, right? Like you can... I'm not saying it's easy, right? But I think it's easier to like learn how it works. These symbols are... Symbols. These symbols are all meaningful too, by the way. Oh, I didn't even look at all of them. But if you're interested in the symbolism of this game, look up reinstall Paul reinstall on YouTube. I tried to look him up and I put an uninstall Paul and he came up, so I think as long as you get that like install Paul in there, YouTube will know who you're looking for. What I really like, and a lot of YouTubers don't do this and I don't know why, I have rifle shells. But he has them all in like neat playlists based on whatever he's talking about. He's got a playlist for Silent Hill 2, 3, 4. He's got a massive playlist on stuff from Twin Peaks. Did I miss the hunting rifle? Or am I just, did I just get the ammo early? There's also Max Durot. He does excellent analysis videos on games, including Silent Hill. He's a much bigger YouTuber. Well, all I'm saying is he better also have playlists. But yeah, what I thought was interesting about reinstall Paul. Oh, fuck me. Was he has like every game is like a big like series, right? But like I guess this isn't a lot like the worm in Silent Hill 3, but it reminds me of it. I like how the boss battles in this game are like not, I mean, it's like Silent Hill 2 does it too. Like the bosses like are nothing like kind of special. Like there's not like a whole lot of fanfare to them, or You don't really like, it's not like a big epic encounter with like a crazy soundtrack, right? It's like, yo, you're just kind of stuck in a room with this monster. I think Resident Evil 1 kind of does that too. I think starting with Resident Evil 2, the series got like progressively more like bombastic. Which like culminated in like Resident Evil 3 being like the action-oriented one. And so like, you know, 4 came out and 4 was very action-oriented. Is it dead? Pay attention to this boss's design. Oh. And, okay, so I've got 7 shots left in my shotgun. Oh, is it dead? Well, it's gone. Yeah, this is the part of the game where, I think I forgot to pick up a map. Oh, there's the hunting rifle. That's gonna be important later. So if I want to get the good plus ending, where do I need to look out for the items to do that? Like, at what point in the game do I need to try that? I feel like I might have already missed it. That's why I'm like kind of asking. One second, hold on. I gotta pause the game. Because, I gotta plug my headset in. Oh. I feel like something just moved on the Twitch dashboard, but I don't see anything new. So I think I might have been seeing things. I knew I should have fucking charged it earlier today and I didn't, because I was like, ah, whatever, it should be fine, and then I used it all day. I mean, hey, I guess if I can't get the good ending, right, I might as well just go for the bad, right? There's like good plus bad and bad plus, right? I don't really remember what the requirements are. I think bad plus or bad is like you don't do any of the extra stuff, and bad plus is like you save. I mean, I don't even remember. I know there's specific events that you need to trigger to get good and good plus, so I don't really remember them. Let's go to the police station. Might as well look up the other endings on YouTube after you're done. It's really cryptic in this one. Yeah, I feel like I might have missed something and I don't remember. I guess I'll just, like, if I don't find like the items for good plus, I'll just, I know you have to find items and then you need to find specific characters and save them, and then there's some other events that need to be triggered. I don't remember. I think I got the good ending the first time I played, So, I mean, hey, if I get to fight the Incubus instead of the Incubator, honestly, that might be more cool anyway, because it's a cooler looking boss, I'm gonna be real. So maybe I should just go for the bad ending. It's such a dope design. Honestly, probably one of the cooler monsters in the series. I think Incubator is kind of lame, to be honest. Now, granted, if I get a bad ending, clearly it does not lead into a Silent Hill 3 playthrough, but... Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I dead? No. Okay. Understanding stuff like the hero's journey will help you figure out the steps you need to take. Okay, cool. There's a save station here. Looks like I was in some way intended to come here, so that's always a good sign. Listen, all I know about the heroes... Well, I know the hero's journey as far as it was taught to me in, like, high school English class, right? I know Star Wars is, like, the, like, modern, like, archetype of the hero's journey, right? Like, the original trilogy. Right? You cannot get, like, a more, refined example from like a, I guess like a modern film. Now clearly, obviously, the hero's journey is a much older concept, but that's just, you know, when you talk about Star Wars, right, that's like one of, like, I think the main discussion points is that it's like the hero's journey done really fucking well, and that's why it's like popular. I mean, you can say something like Lord of the Rings, right, is like popular because it's the hero's journey done really fucking well. And I think the other thing that makes, and I'm gonna say like the original trilogy when I refer to Star Wars, I'm not talking about like any of like the new shit, and I think even to a certain extent I'm leaving like the prequels out, right? The original Matrix is also a perfect example. True. But with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, right? Jesus fucking Christ, this enemy is a piece of shit. I think what makes them popular and what a lot of people like, and I think people think they're too smart for this, so they try to like consciously deny it, and they think that I'm gonna get ahead of myself, but so it has a very clear like good versus evil story, right? Where the good guys, right, are clearly defined. You know who they are, right? They're very clearly good guys, right? And you know, I think a lot of like new like stories and media try to like subvert this, and they make like these morally gray characters and anti-heroes and stuff like that. And it's like, I think that's like a fine thing when it's like an occasional thing. And I think the problem is people think they're like too smart to enjoy like good versus evil stories, but like the fact of the matter is like people like they work for a reason. It's because people like having that like clear shit. Like I fucking love like Dragon Quest, right? Because Dragon Quest is very, very simple, right? It's you're the good guy, you need to kill the bad guy, right, and save the kingdom or the world or something, right? It's just a good structure for a story. And I think people need to get over themselves if they think they're too good for that. Because they do like it. They just don't want to admit it. Because they think it makes them, I guess, less intellectual or something. I don't know. No, we need a... I think that's what made the Star Wars sequel trilogy like so disappointing, right? Is that they turned Luke Skywalker into like this like cynical, like grumpy, like hermit man, when he was like not only like the hero, right? Like the good guy. And like they subverted that, right? And it's not cool. Right? It like disappointed people. And like not only that, but like if you think about like Luke Skywalker in like that story, it's like he's kind of like a messiah figure, right? You know, he is almost like a Jesus allegory in a way. So that makes it like double, I think, disappointing that they turned him into like this grumpy old like weirdo drinking like blue milk, right? You're like, what the fuck? Like, it speaks to something deep in our mind that we don't necessarily consciously understand, but we can all feel it. Yeah, it's like it pleases the monkey brain, right? When you see good versus evil and you see the good win, right? Because you know, people say, oh, humans are inherently this or inherently that. I don't think so. All right. I think, you know, people say like, oh, humanity's fucked, right? Humans suck. Everyone's greedy and selfish and blah, 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 or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. I think deep down we can all say that humans are probably inherently seeking good in some way in a general level. Obviously, I think you have people who are fucked up and they, you know, they do enjoy doing harm to other people, right? But I think for Joe Schmo, right? Joe Schmo likes to see good things happen, right? That's why, like, I don't know, like, it's not so much that's primitive or simple, rather it's a quality not easily put into words. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's like a simple quality, right? I'm just saying it's like necessarily like, it's more like a, it's like a base level thing. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Like, that's why I said like monkey brain, right? Because like we might not like intellectually know what we're talking about, right? But like on some level we can understand it like internally or like on like an unconscious level, right? The monkey brain knows it in some way. I maybe the monkey brain's the wrong word, but you know, like a on a not so conscious level. I don't know what I'm saying. I think you can maybe get it. Listen, I know I have to fight a giant moth at the post office. I don't know how to get it to show up. I forgot. So, bear with me. We're gonna just let people tell stories they want to tell, and the best ones will naturally rise to the top. That's true. I think what I want to add on to that is just because you want to subvert our expectations, right? It doesn't mean you're smart or that you're making something good or clever or cool, right? Like, yeah, you can do it, but if you, it's like a crutch, right? It doesn't automatically make your story good. It can just help you make a good story better, right? And it's actually something I learned in a music class, right? But our brains actually like predictability. So, you know, my teacher, we were talking about like song structure and stuff like that, right? And he mentioned how, you know, when you listen to a song and you hear like a melody, and before the melody is done, you can figure out where it's going, and then it does that, right? Your brain will release happy chemicals, right? And you will enjoy the song because you figured it out, right? You knew where it was going. And it's sort of like but you can only do that so much, right? So like if you repeat yourself too much, right, then you get bored, right? So there's like a rule of threes, right, where you set it up and people can figure it out and they know what's going to happen 3 times, right? And then the 4th time you change it and you surprise them, because then it resets. And but that time they didn't know what was going to happen, and because they were starting to lose interest, now that you've surprised them, now they're happy because it's something new. At the end of the day, it's all about the execution and the end result. You can have an amazing idea and absolutely bungle it, just as you can accidentally capture lightning in a bottle. That is very true. Factual. I just wanted to talk about that now because I know we're talking about stories and movies and stuff like that, but I think that was one of the most interesting things I've always kind of held on to about like songwriting and stuff. And if you do it too much, right, it's formulaic, right? So you don't want to be punching your creativity in through an algorithm, because then that's fucking boring, right? And there's nothing creative about following an algorithm. So there's no one good way. It's actually funny. It's completely different. But I just remember that same teacher. It's funny, it was a music class, right? But we had like a writing assignment where we had to like write biographies about artists or something. And I remember somebody asked him, they were like, how long does our essay have to be, right? Or how long does our paper have to be, right? Whatever it was. And he's like, in my class, we follow the mini skirt rule. He's like, it has to be long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to keep it interesting. Art is a balancing act of invention and convention. That's true. I keep saying that. It's true. I'm not trying to dismiss you. It's just you're just nailing it. So I can't really add on much. I agree. Okay, so now we know there's nothing else. So we can like load the save. It's no big deal. That's fine. We'll even get some... How do I fight the moth? I should Google that. I know it's at the top of the post office. I just feel like I'm missing a step, you know? Okay. Let's just go back to the post office, see maybe there's something in the building. If you can go inside the building, I don't know. No, you can't go inside the building. Maybe there's the wrong door. I don't know. Oh my god! I'm getting swarmed. I feel like the frame rate is like dying. This is where I struggle with tank controls. Okay, no. Not gonna make it, not gonna make it. Oh. Wait, we're oh my god. This is getting out of hand. Oh, well, there's death number 3? 4? I have to give you the tips when you die, though. That's okay. This is all experimental. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I actually forgot I even had the pistol out. I was like, I was getting ready to swing the axe. Okay. See, I feel like I can't stop now, right? I think I have to at least kill the moth. Huh? I don't even know where I'm in front of. I kind of hate this thing. Let's hit it with the hammer. These actually might be my least favorite. I don't know. I gotta love Harry's stance here. Oh my god. I feel like a lot of the enemies in this game are made for like a different game, if that makes sense. One where you had like more control over your character. Okay. Come on. I gotta save ammo. Jesus fuck. Half the time is I can't even see where those things are coming from. And so it's like trying to, I don't know. You can totally melee them. I just can't. I remember this part of the game the first time I played being like a real pain in the ass too. I don't know. This is just it's a real bitch. Okay. The flying enemies, and you have jumping enemies, like, ugh. Everything's much more mobile than you. You know. You know, despite my love for survival horror, I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, I have a confession to make. I fucking hate tank controls. Like, I really do. I'm kind of glad that, like, a lot of, oh, I even had the wrong weapon out. Whatever. I was trying to use the hammer and I used the pipe. I'm kind of glad they went the way of the dodo. I don't mind fixed camera angles. I think fixed camera angles are cool. this game doesn't really have fixed camera angles, which makes the tank controls even worse. I think in a game like Resident Evil, the tank controls are kind of easier to deal with because the camera stays in one spot. Would you say they tank your enjoyment of the game? I don't know if I'd go that far. I think they can certainly be a frustration factor, right? I know you were trying to make a lame pun, but no, if I had to be like serious about it, right? It's like a frustration thing where you're like fuck, like right now, like I'm just trying to shoot that enemy, right? But I'm fighting the game more than I'm fighting like the monster, right? But again, it's like part of like what makes survival horror like survival horror, right? It's like sort of emulating like the lack of control you'd have in this situation like in reality. But like also it's like I can't even like point the gun at the monster, you know? Like it becomes a little bit of a like, when does this stop being fun? I could have sworn I picked up at least one other ampule. It's not so bad in like the interior section of the game, right? Like, I wish I could just like move the camera up like just a little bit so that I could like see, right? Because like right now I can't see shit. I guess the monster's just gone. But I mean, I guess it's fine. I didn't really want to fight it anyway. I don't remember how to get the moth to show up though. Just Silent Hill. How to fight the moth. The mature form of the twin feeler. That's the other boss that I fought. That doesn't really help me figure out. I can't figure out I can't find anything that actually helps me to figure out. Okay, what's this? Central Silent Hill? Central Silent Hill Other World Guide. I guess we'll do that, right? Wait, is this... This is Silent Hill 3. What the fuck? Silent Hill 1. Christ. Why is this so hard? Old Silent Hill. There we go. Midwich. Nightmare School. Man. Chemical Hospital. Nightmare Hospital. Central Silent Hill 2. Nightmare Central Silent Hill. There we go. Twin Feeler. Oh, do Do I just go back? I think I have to go back to the hospital. Okay. That's it. I'm like, what's the, how would I ever figure that one out? I guess I would just exhaust all my options, right? How do I get back to the hospital here? Is it... I gotta pay Lisa a visit, I guess. Where's the entrance? Oh my god, where's the entrance? Bad doggy! Bad doggy! That beat wouldn't sound too out of place on the downward spiral. I think the visuals of this game would... Oh, I just hit my mic. I'm so sorry, chat. Oof. I'm sorry. Sorry, microphone. The visuals of this game wouldn't be too out of place on the in the artwork of the downward spiral either. God, I'm trying to remember the name of the artist who did all the artwork for... I know he worked on the downward spiral and hesitation marks.
Harry!
I can't remember his name.
Glad you're okay.
Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone.
I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you.
What the hell?
Lisa, can you tell me how to get to the lake?
The lake? You take Bachman Road.
The road's blocked.
Well, that's the only way out there.
Are you sure? There's gotta be another way.
Wait! I just remembered something!
What?
There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school. It's been abandoned for years.
Waterworks.
There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
Harry, don't go! I don't want to be alone. It's so scary, I can't stand it.
Sorry, but I need to find
How
my
about coming
daughter.
with me? This may not be the safest place in the world either. I can't promise you anything, but I'll do my best to protect you.
No. Somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. Oh, Harry, I'm so scared. And I'm cold.
Look, just wait here a little longer. I'll be back as soon as I find my daughter.
Harry?
I guess I should have saved after the cutscene, but... Eh, whatever. We just don't die to the moth. I think now we fight the moth. Whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, look, the dogs are gone. Whoa, hold on. I remember hearing this when I would search the OST for songs to use when I needed them. When I needed spooky songs. Why does this beat go so fucking hard? Now this wouldn't be out of place on the downward spiral. Holy shit, this goes so hard. So we use the hunting rifle. All Silent Hill games have unreleased tracks, that's why they're fan-made complete editions. Ah. The artist was Russell Mills. Yes. Russell Mills. There we go. Man is a very good artist. His work is cool and good. He had like a big like art book that released like a few years ago. It was probably like around the time Hesitation Marks came out, maybe a little bit after, so maybe about 10 years. Let's say anywhere between 6 and 10 years. Lamp.
Can I please have the lamp, brother? I must see the light.
Okay, so now I gotta go to the waterworks, which if it's by the elementary school, I'm assuming that's Midwich? I don't fucking know. It's criminal that the results theme was left out of the OST. Such a fucking bop. See, I have no memory of it. So, with a full version of Not Tomorrow for that matter. Is that... Why would you not include the full version of a track in the official soundtrack? Why would you not include every track? I guess it's the original soundtrack, not the official. But still, why would you leave out music? I guess it's kind of like, was it... I don't know if you've ever looked into the wacky wild world of the Serial Experiments Lane OST releases, where we have the OST, and then there was like the bootleg OST, which was an actual real release and not a bootleg, but it was called bootleg. But then there was an actual also bootleg release that came out. What just got marked? This must be that Waterworks Lisa was talking about. Oh, did it just fast travel me? They only had one CD. CD's nuts. The lock is worn out. Maybe I'll be able to break it if I hit it hard. It's locked. Did I not break it? And the Lane bootleg had a second disc with MP3s. It also had like a weird, like, it had like some executables on one of the discs, I think. And then there was also the Siberia remix disc, which has a pretty boppin' remix of Duvet. I can't remember if there were like, if there was 3 CD releases or if it was 4. I know one of the guys who did remixes for the Siberia CD had like a Siberia like part 2 or something. He made like a second album. I can't remember what it's called. I used to have it all downloaded and then I switched my PC over and I don't think I have all. I had like a, I think it was from Lane Chan. They had like a big download like zip file of like all the like official Lane media. If it wasn't Lane Chan, it was like Arisu-chan or Chan, and if it was Arisu-chan, then you can't fucking find it anymore because that site's dead. Fun fact, the BGM composer for Lane started out working for Data East Games. Holy shit. So, not the guitar, yeah, you said BGM, yeah. I figured you meant like the more droning, like ambient stuff. Man, I'm getting fucked up. It's not good that all I have is the amp fuel. Let's just use the gun. That's where I find out that there's a map for this that I should have gotten. Whenever I think of Data East, I think about... There's a JonTron video where he talks about one of them games. One of their games. Jesus Christ. And, I think he makes fun of their name or something like that. I don't even remember. I want to... I think it might have been Joe and Mac. Or maybe... Dino City. Or I always say it as Dinocity. Even though I know that's not what it's called, but that's a gag in the video. But I just wanted to bring up, now there's like the JonTron connection, right? Lane, BGM, Data East, JonTron, Otato. Silent Hill, right? There we go. There's the line of fucking... How are all these things related? Bam. He does really cool song for a VGM composer collab album if you want to check it out. And there's the link. Okay. Let's sample it real quick, right? I gotta be careful. I don't want to get muted. So we'll just, you know, we'll just go. Let's just get it ready, right? Oh no, that's like a whole remix. This one. Can I just get the sound effect?
Audio.
There we go. Just loop it real quick, right?
Audio jungle. 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 Audio jungle.
Hey,
Audio jungle. Audio jungle.
that sounds pretty good.
Audio jungle. Audio jungle.
It's obscure as fuck. You'll be fine. Well, you know, I'm all about CYA, right?
Audio jungle.
We dropped down on
Audio
the ground.
jungle. Audio jungle.
Danny fell
Audio
and dropped
jungle.
it
Well,
gumdrops.
it's a pretty cool track. You're gonna be hearing Audio Jungle in your fucking sleep now, guys. Nice 30-second sample. All right, well, I'll probably check it out later. But that was the bit. It's kind of like Germa's bit, but not as funny, right? Because I'm not going like, Audio Jungle, right? To be fair, without Germa, I wouldn't even know what the fuck Audio Jungle is. I like how someone isolated like the watermark sound though. Do you think Audio Jungle would get mad if you use their watermark sound though? Is that gonna it's gonna be like a double-edged sword? Keep out. I wonder who that sign could be for. It's locked. Oh, I need to find the key. I need to find the book of the lock and the key. If anyone could help me out, I just please send an email to the following web zone. I, for one, welcome our new AI overlords. You don't need to welcome them. They're just going to show up regardless. Did I just go in like a circle? I don't even know. And this is when the funny civvy man puts the sewer level counter to go ding. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm a hipster, but I feel like when Civvy got more popular, he fell off. But I say maybe I'm a hipster because I know that when Seth got more popular, I kind of stopped watching him too. There's the sewer map. There we go. There we go. Sewer key. I will always associate the sewer level bit with Bro Team. He did it first, damn it. Hold on, are you saying that Civvy is an unoriginal hack? Would have never guessed, bro. Anyway, it's been like 4.5 hours tonight. One of those hours was Starfield being broken, but I think that's a good place to like leave off for tonight, because I keep yawning and shit, so let's just let's end that here. Yeah, anyway, good night. Bye bye. I'm gonna try doing this thing, so I'm gonna say bye bye and then I'll explain it. So bye bye.